let Nikhat come. Okay? Once Nikhat is there, I'll zoom into her and I'll try when the box starts. We'll say something casual. Yeah, I'll pick the cue. थोड़ा इसको अच्छा करना. ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. यार ये मैंने तो हमारे को मेरे रातों बड़ा काम है. ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन दिखेगा नहीं. ऑल द ऐसे फायदा नहीं. लेट इट बी, लेट इट बी, लेट इट बी. हाँ स्टार्ट स्टार्ट. चलेगा चलेगा. आई स्टार्ट व्हेन दे फाइट. ये ले लिया, थर्ड ले लेना. नो वरी, बिकॉज थर्ड में मैं खड़ा हूँ. स्टार्ट स्टार्ट स्टार्ट. ठीक है. होल्ड द माइक, होल्ड द माइक.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 2625 is a 50 kg elite women contest. Welcoming your doctor and walking out of the red corner, Fernandez from Spain.
It's Nikhat Zareen, India's superstar from Nizamabad, up against the ever-smiling Raksat CHUTHAMAT from Thailand for a spot in the semi-finals of the championships. Nikhat, so quick in her movements, like lightning, she strikes and strikes hard. The hooks, the short hooks, the wide hooks. Nikhat looking solid right at the start.
Judge number 1 from Australia, judge number 2 from Argentina, judge number 4 from Russia, judge number 5 from Turkmenistan, and
Taking the time, playing it out, taking it 1 second at a time.
Algeria.
Nobody really going full throttle as yet. The first round of this mega bout in the light flyweight category between Nikhat Zareen and Raksat CHUTHAMAT. The cheers getting louder for the lady in red. The Indira Gandhi Stadium packed for their superstar from Nizamabad, Telangana. The reigning world champion, the defending world champion. Raksat CHUTHAMAT facing the barrages. She has her own set of gunfire that she will unleash. She will throw in those bombs. She will come in with those hydrogen bombs. We've seen her with that ability to deliver. The left, big lefts from both of them. The 2022 world champion, Istanbul, Turkey. The 2022 gold medalist in Birmingham at the Commonwealth Games. On your screen in red. The final 5 seconds of the first round. The 2022 gold medalist in Bulgaria. And the drummers getting louder for the lady in red. Can Raksat CHUTHAMAT stop the noise? Can she come up with her own missiles? At the moment, Nikhat with a mere 1 point lead. Just the 1 point and her nose in front. The right, the left, the blistering combinations, the 1-2s, the hook, the short hook, and that overhand hook. Effortless, the left, the right to the body, absolutely damaging to the core, to the midsection of the Thai woman. And it's time for the second round. In comes Nikhat, in comes Raksat. Swinging with that left hand, feinting with the left. Nikhat looking really strong with those jabs. The left hook. Nikhat with her orthodox stance, clinging on to each other now. A brawl here, power hitters. Nikhat with her nose in front, a 1 point lead. Who's going to go for broke? Who's going to unleash every weapon in their arsenal? Nikhat's big left, with the right, the short hooks, the wide hooks, the straight jab. Big this from Nikhat. Drummers drumming away with every punch that Nikhat delivers. She's landing them now to the midsection, clinging on to her Raksat. Oh, it's not often you see a smile not visible on Raksat's face. One of those rare bouts where the smile seems to have left her. Can she bounce back into this? Every Indian supporter waiting with bated breath. Anxious, nerves, anxiety all around the stadium. 2 Indians today through to the semi-finals. 2 of them out in the quarterfinals. Neetu through, Sweetie through, and not such a good day for Sakshi. And Manisha. Here we go, the final 44 seconds in the second round. Quick on her feet, the lateral movement, the ability to backstep effortlessly visible in Nikhat's movements. She is the reigning world champion, and she doesn't want to let it go. She wants that gold medal across her neck in New Delhi. She did it in Istanbul. Will she do it again this Sunday? The hooks don't stop, to the face, to the midsection. This is looking good from Nikhat, Zareen.
Conscious हो रहे हो? Relax, let it go. You have faced the camera more than me, है ना?
Three 20s to Nikhat's name, 2 18s. 2 of the judges not so impressed, 3 of them highly impressed. And let's see how she went about her business. The left, the right. Raksat wanted to pierce in, charge in, but look at that straight jab and the left short hook from Nikhat Zareen. How easy she makes it look. The right hook, keeping her nose in front, slipping, sliding away, dodging, ducking everything. The Indian flag flying high in the Indira Gandhi Stadium as we begin the final 3 minutes of this contest. Clinging and clenching, wrestling like it's a brawl. Power hitting here. It's India's sensation, Nikhat Zareen from Nizamabad, looking to wear that gold medal, jump into the semi-finals. She did it last year in Istanbul. She doesn't want to settle for anything less than gold. That's what she's been saying. That's what she's been working towards. Nikhat Zareen, Raksat CHUTHAMAT, clinging, clenching, breathing, heavy breathing, looking to get that oxygen back into their lungs.
Cover the last 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds will be the peak. You can stand up okay as well.
Now, Raksat with those wide hooks. Raksat charging in. Is she going to claw her way out of this? Nikhat somehow manages to keep that intensity at the very top, not letting loose.
India won both the bouts, right? India won both the bouts.
Just 75 seconds in this bout. Will Nikhat be the third Indian today to march into the semi-finals of the Women's World Boxing Championships? Nikhat is 60 seconds away from booking a spot in the final four. Raksat looking to spoil the party for the Indian. Big right hook punishing Nikhat there, but Nikhat with the blows to the midsection. Raksat comes out of that grip. Back towards the center. Nikhat still has the steam, still has the legs. How is Nikhat managing this? How is she managing this? 27 seconds for another Indian to march into the semi-finals and confirm a medal for a nation of 1.3 billion. The Indira Gandhi Stadium watches on. Nikhat with the jabs, with the hooks, slipping, sliding away, back steps, and buying time. She knows she's got this. All she needs is to get through this, and that should be it. It is time for the lady from Nizamabad to fight for a gold medal. Once again, the reigning world champion has made life very difficult for the lady in blue. Thailand and Raksat CHUTHAMAT will not be booking a spot in the semi-finals thanks to a masterclass from Nikhat Zareen.
Stand up when they.
Seeking divine intervention. Both of them, one of them certain victory is in her grips. Raksat knows it. Raksat knows it's not her day today. For the first time in the championships, the smile is missing from Raksat's face. Ever smiling personality. And it's been Nikhat Zareen all the way. The tension building, the nerves building. Has she done enough in the final round? The first two went in her favor. What do the five judges feel about the final round? Nikhat Zareen waiting with bated breath. The anxiety, the nerves written all over her. Not easy. This is a very, very difficult moment for both the pugilists. This is what they live for. This is what they fight for. Who is going to make it? The Thai fans in the stadium feel it's Raksat. They still believe they have pulled this off. Raksat believes too. Is it Nikhat? Is it Raksat? Which way is this going to swing? Who's got more brutality and accuracy in those jabs, hooks, and some of those uppercuts? Who's pierced in with precision? Who's impressed the five judges a lot more? It's being discussed, it's being analyzed. Everything happening. The Raksat and Nikhat chants, giving the crowds a tough competition. They're battling it between who's louder.
265 by unanimous decision is boxing out of the blue corner, Tam from Vietnam.
Heartbreak. Difficult scenes. The Indians cannot believe it. Nikhat has broken down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of bout number 200
And that was for the ring
by a split
parallel
point
to Nikhat's
decision
ring.
is in the red corner.
Here
Nikhat
in ring
Zareen.
A, it's celebration because the reigning champion is through. This is what happens when you have two rings and two judges, two sets of judges scoring them parallelly. Drama and thrill like nowhere else. It's all happening in New Delhi. And winning on points 5-2, a warm embrace. For a second, everyone had their hearts out of their bodies. Because Nikhat and Raksat had to hear the same result that was announced for the ring parallel to their ring. The winner, the lady in red. She won it in Istanbul, went all the way. Is she gonna come around? It's time for Colombia to lock horns with Italy. With a heart-pounding affair in the previous bout, where Nikhat and Raksat gave it their absolute all. What will Lorena and Giordana bring to this one? It's time for Italy and Colombia to meet in the ring. Experience in the favor of the Colombian Valencia Victoria, 34 years of age, and the young sensation from Italy, 22-year-old Sorrentino Giordana. The height advantage with the Colombian, slightly taller Mansour, ready to kickstart this. Coming in hard, the Colombian with her southpaw stance. Looking very aggressive right at the start. Feinting with the right hand, looking to cross. Coming hard with that 1-2. The Colombian, Valencia. Playing the waiting game at this point. The Italian, both of them southpaws. It's an all southpaw affair. Italy versus Colombia. Southpaws up against each other, both feinting with that lead hand of theirs. Looking to come in hard with the cross, taking their time, less than 2 minutes now in this round. It'll be interesting to see who bosses this first round. Who is the initiator at this point? Valencia a little more proactive. Valencia up against Sorrentino. Valencia looking to come in hard with that cross. Some short hooks from Valencia. Less than a minute now. Who can pierce in with a straight jab? Both have slightly open guards. And the wide hook from Valencia. Clinging on to each other, both of them. Exchanging some wide hooks. Staring each other down. The referee intervenes. It's a 50 kg fight here in the light flyweight category. A wild left hook there by Valencia. A right hook by Valencia. Both southpaws. Not really landing their blows as effectively as they would like. Do not hit to the back of the head, says the referee. Quick 1-2s. Moving around in circles. They've covered every corner of that ring, waited it out, took their time. Sorrentino Giordana has impressed the judges clearly. 5 of the judges give her a 10 each. And she's racing ahead at the moment. They tap gloves, and let's take a look at how they went about their business in the first round. Valencia had the brutality, more proactive. The waiting game clearly visible with Giordana, the Italian in blue. She took her time, pierced in at the right moments, seizing the opportunities. Feinting with their lead hand, both of them. Looking to fake, deceive, and leave the opponent clueless. Both of them very good with the reflexes. Referee intervening there. About 2 minutes remain in the second round. Right from the Colombian there. Now, quick 1-2s in succession there from both of them. Quick exchanges. Blistering combinations from the Colombian as well as the Italian. Ah, that was so lethal. That should have hurt both of them. A wild, wide hook attempted. Both of them replicating each other's moves there in that exchange. Right, left from the Italian. Quick 1-2s. It's an all southpaw affair here. Straight jab by the Colombian with the right hand of hers. Another right from the Colombian. And backstepping effortlessly. Slipping, sliding out of it. Misses this jab. Looking good from the Colombian. The Italian's jab goes missing. Replicating each other's moves. Very, very similar styles of play. Boxing is all about styles. Fights are made of styles. And these two with very similar styles. 37 seconds remain here in the second round of this 50 kg weight category. Swaying gracefully, both of them. Rhythm in their movements. In comes that jab, both of them with the short hooks and the jabs exchanging. Similar kind of approach from both. Each other's moves. They're playing with the scores and the styles. The score from the Italian. Replicating each other. Very, very similar exchanges. The hooks from either side, just a copy paste. So good at the reflexes. With the reflexes. So brutal with those jabs and hooks. Both. It's like they're fighting their own self, both of them. So alike. Watching these two southpaws battle it out there. 19 each for both of them in the second round's conclusion. What can they bring to the table now in this final round? Does one of them have that potential to maybe lead to a knockdown? Can they create a knockdown? Maybe an uppercut in the making. Swing, sliding, slipping. Moving with rhythm. To the corner, Valencia back to the center. Right from both and a replica. On the mat, on the ring, goes the Italian back on her feet. Back they come. 45 seconds remain here. Who's going to take the absolute all? She has conquered and crossed that finish line towards the end is what she believes. What do the judges believe?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the bout number 266 by unanimous decision is
22-year-old on one side, a 34-year-old on the other. Experience and youth. Who takes it? Prayers being offered. Which country will proceed to the semi-finals? Beating her heart, putting her hand up in the air. Valencia, Victoria. She's confident. Very stoic, Sorrentino, GIORDANA. Nothing in her expressions.
The decision
A
of
straight
bout
face.
number 254
Sorrentino very
split point decision
unaffected by
is
everything
in the
around
red
her.
corner. Valencia INGRIT LORENA from
Because
Colombia.
She sensed defeat. She could smell this slipping out of her hands. And Valencia, Victoria, Lorena has marched into the semi-finals, poses for the cameras. And she's a happy woman. And how tough was that for her? The experience winning over the youth.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 267 is the 54 kg elite women contest. Welcoming your boxers. Boxing out of the red corner, Mungkun Setse Kazardal from Mongolia.
It's time for the 255th bout of the championships. A quarterfinal between Thailand and Venezuela. Jitpong, JUTAMAS in red up against Gomez LANDAETA in blue from Venezuela. Thailand versus Venezuela.
Mongolia red, Italy blue, round 1. Your officials for this bout, judge number 1, Fiji, judge number 2, Cuba, judge number 3, Tunisia, judge number 4, Kazakhstan, and judge number 5, Serbia. Your referee in the ring is Luka from Italy.
The silver medalist there in red at the World Championships. Jitpong JUTAMAS. A tough ask for the Venezuelan. She wants a medal. She wants to confirm a medal for Venezuela. One of them confirms a medal if they win this. On your left, a silver medalist at the World Championships. Luca Vedilonga, the Italian referee, ready to get this started.
Red Thailand, blue Venezuela. Round 1.
The women ready with their armor. Coming in, a southpaw in blue, an orthodox in red, a silver medalist at the World Championships in Thailand's Jitpong JUTAMAS. Look at the southpaw stance of the Venezuelan. Looking to pierce in with that lead hand of hers. Looking to come in hard. Jitpong has the first one. Big. She stings with a smile on her face. That's what makes Jitpong different. The ability to smile amidst it all. Amidst the barrages, amidst the onslaught. She doesn't stop smiling. Solid movement from both of them. Rooted, taking those lateral steps. Slowly looking to pierce in. Jitpong smiles. That smile gets bigger from time to time on her face. In the middle of the ring. How effortlessly does she do that? The Venezuelan with the right hand looking to feint it. Looking to slip and slide her way in with that jab. That stunned Jitpong, who still smiles. How does she manage to smile with a supremely dominant opponent right in front of her? Circling around each other. An orthodox up against a southpaw. Feinting with that right hand of hers. Gomez looking to come in hard. Another jab stings her hard. This is not looking good for JUTAMAS. Jitpong JUTAMAS waiting for her opening. And she's missing. But the smile never leaves her. An ever so pleasing personality. "41 seconds remain in the first round. Venezuelan looking very sharp with that open guard, inviting, luring the Thai woman to come at her. Look at that. Look at the intimidation strategy. Trying to scare Jitpong, who doesn't care, who really isn't bothered. Jitpong will charge in when she wants to charge in. She'll fight on her own terms, not when the Venezuelan calls her in. But she's facing some gunfire here from the Venezuelan in blue. Replicating each other's moves. They love each other. They are friends off the ring. The camaraderie visible. Such a good sight. The mutual respect and admiration. So good to see. Who's got that lead? Jitpong JUTAMAS, with all the onslaught, with everything that was thrown at her. She smiled, and she has every reason to keep smiling. Perfect 10 awarded to her. Look at that overhand hook from Jitpong there, and the straight jab and the left hook. Easy, makes it look so easy. And doing all that with a smile on her face. In they come. Feinting with that left hand of hers, Jitpong JUTAMAS. Left, right. Another right from Jitpong, not as precise as she would like. The Venezuelan has her task cut out here. She needs to come in with some barrages of her own. Like that. That parry from the Venezuelan, redirecting the blow from the Thai woman. Redirecting and attacking. That's smart. That's high IQ from Gomez, LANDAETA, Johanna, Carolina. In blue, misses that completely. Jitpong looking to pierce in, looking to sting. Both of them missing at the moment. The accuracy needs to be pinpoint. Hooks go missing. Mirroring each other's moves. Replica of each other, such similar styles. This time it's an orthodox up against a southpaw. In the previous one, we saw two southpaws. And now Jitpong with that uppercut. Another uppercut. Misses them though. If she converts with those uppercuts, are we going to see an earthquake here? Those uppercuts from Jitpong JUTAMAS are lethal. We've seen them in the previous rounds, in the previous bouts. In comes Gomez, LANDAETA. Bending down, looking to come in hard, create that angle, create that opening. The left hand feinting with it, Jitpong, swaying left and right, taking her time. 44 seconds remain in the second round. Big wild swing, both of them missing their hooks. Inviting, luring each other into coming at them, into lashing out. Look at that slipping and sliding ability of Jitpong JUTAMAS. How easily, how effortlessly she slips out of it. She slides out of it. And now the left hooks, the short hooks, punishing the Venezuelan. Gomez LANDAETA is so quick with her movements. The energy doesn't drop from the Venezuelan side. Full of exuberance. And you don't see that often in a boxing ring. At the end of each round, these two appreciating and acknowledging the fighting abilities of the opponent. How often do you see that? Mutual respect at its absolute highest. Jitpong JUTAMAS, 10s, 20s, the silver medalist at the World Championships, is on fire. Tens, 20s, what does she bring to the table in the final round? Jitpong JUTAMAS fighting with perfection. Uppercut, not having as much sting as she would have liked. Gomez, another uppercut. She's going for it now. She has to go for everything. She has to fire on all cylinders. Gomez cannot hold back now. The final 2 minutes coming up. Left, right, slipping, sliding out of it, the Venezuelan. Looking to come in hard with that short hook of hers. Solid closed guard. Blocking, parrying, everything thrown at her. Jitpong JUTAMAS. Looking to sting hard with that straight jab. The Venezuelan. Look at that. Massive short hook. Jitpong stinging to the midsection, to the solar plexus. Slipping, sliding, effortlessly, dodging all the bullets thrown at her, and that one stings her. She needs more of those. An uppercut, another uppercut. More of those needed if Gomez wants to stay alive in the championships. Charging onto each other, unleashing everything they can. Bombardment continues from both sides now. Blocking, here they go. Taking her to the ropes. To the back of the head, referee intervenes, and back they go. Left, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gomez is enjoying this onslaught. That's a rare sight. She comes up with her own jab. The long overhand hook there with the left hand of Jitpong, and blows to the midsection of Jitpong from Gomez. Uppercut. The uppercuts haven't stopped from Gomez. She's charging in with some sting. Clinging and clenching. The uppercuts still continue. Now Jitpong out of it. The final 10 seconds. Which way is this going to swing? Jitpong or Gomez? They're going for it. Gunfire, shelling, bombardment, brutality. And at the end of it, a warm embrace. Big smiles. Acknowledging, appreciating the efforts from either side.
Boxing out of the blue corner, Zarina from Kazakhstan. Your officials for this bout, judge number 1 from Algeria, judge number 2 from Japan, judge number 3 from Serbia, judge number 4 from Argentina, judge number 5 from Zimbabwe, and referee in the ring, PAOLA from Sweden. And in the blue corner, WEN from Chinese Taipei.
The 35-year-old on your screen there, Delphine Mancini. Loads of experience, has fought at the biggest of stages throughout her career. And Chinese Taipei's HSIAO-WEN up against her. The age of 25, a 35-year-old on one side and a 25-year-old on the other. Mancini Delphine from France. Chinese Taipei's HSIAO-WEN Hyong in blue. The women ready in their armor. The headgear in place. Take a look at that height difference. That is some difference in height. Significantly taller, the Chinese Taipei fighter. Unfazed, unaffected by it, Mancini Delphine staring each other down. And they come straight into this. The 54 kg bantam weight category here for a spot in the semi-finals. Mancini with the gunfire, with the shelling at the start, and on the back step, look at those jabs from the Chinese Taipei fighter. Hyong staring her down. Lean, tall, agile, very athletic. The left, feinting with that left of hers, Hyong. Right hook, right jab. Effortless fighting at the moment from the Chinese Taipei side. Mancini very, very cautious. Look at that closed guard of hers. Because when something comes at you with that height that Hyong possesses, it's going to hurt. She's got gravity in her favor from that height. And she can come up with an overhand hook that can surely damage that head of Mancini. Hence the closed guard. Extra caution. Fully alert. Mancini Delphine, the 35-year-old from France. Closed guard trying to come in, but she's so cautious at the moment. Maybe go to the midsection of the Chinese type A fighter. Go to those solar plexus. Parrying everything thrown at her. Young parrying, redirecting the blows coming from Mancini's end. Closed guard, keeping her close to the ropes. Mancini, can she pierce in? Some short hooks. So much of a task to reach the head of Young. Height, significant factor in this bout. Looking for that opening, Mancini throughout that round. Looking to seize that mini opportunity. Has she done enough? The coaches animated. Deep, long breaths, both sides, both camps. All the advice, all the wisdom. And it's the Chinese Taipei fighter who has a perfect 10 to her name at the end of that round. The long reach, the long arms, the long legs, making it easy for the Chinese Taipei fighter. Utilizing all the resources she has available very effectively. Swinging fiercely, furiously, both of them. Takes her to the corner, Mancini. Brought back to the center. Mancini needs to get in control of the bout. She needs to control Young, because Young is bossing the bout. Wide hook, lefts, rights from Mancini. Capitalize on this, she needs to. Young back in it. Left from Young, big one. Young isn't really stinging as consistently as Mancini, but when she does bite, it hurts. And that's why she's ahead. She waits for the right openings. Look at this now. Look at this from Young. Solid to the chest of Mancini. Closed guard from Mancini. And brutal to her midsection. That's going to hurt Mancini. The core facing the onslaught. The French woman hanging in there. Surviving at the moment. Big left. Big left from the French. Big right. Left, right, blistering combinations. Fights her way out of that. Left and right, exchanging blows, both of them. Big right hook from Mancini. Slips and slides out of that effortlessly. Mancini needs to find openings. Way casual. Dancing around in rhythm. Covering every corner of the ring. And Mancini is running out of steam here. It's not looking easy for her. This second round is slipping out of her grip. One-sided traffic. Chinese Taipei running away with it. Hits that midsection of Mancini. Slip slides out of everything. Jabs at the right time. Hooks at the right time. Destroying the head, destroying the core. Making her lose steam in those legs and lungs running out of oxygen. This is not looking good for the French woman. She needs to claw out, believe in herself. Taunting her, luring her with that open guard of hers, going close to the ropes, inviting her to attack. That's how fearless the approach from Young has been. Doesn't get affected by anything thrown at her. With no fear in her eyes, in her movements whatsoever. The gunfire, the shelling continues from time to time. The Chinese Taipei controlling this in a commanding position. And now she launches her own missiles. Mancini, desperate times, desperate measures needed. What can Mancini do here? In red, comes in. How difficult is it to get to that face of Young? Not easy. The height, major. Can she go to that midsection? Young slips and slides away like that. Such good reflexes, such phenomenal agility. Such an athlete. She can do a cartwheel there. She's enjoying the rhythm she has created for herself. Staring each other down. In they come for the final minute of this bantamweight category bout for a spot in the semi-finals. Young, Mancini. The jabs from Mancini not as precise as she would like. Somehow Young keeps stinging and damaging that midsection of Mancini. She goes to the solar plexus, she goes to the head, and she sways and slides. She dodges those bullets. She ducks everything. And easy as ever. She is toying with her opponent, making it look so casual. It's like she's in practice with a heavy bag. This Chinese Taipei fighter is making a statement. Statement for every boxer in these championships. Look at her, intimidating, luring the French woman to lash out, calling her out. The final 2 seconds. Can Mancini pull a rabbit out of the hat? Not looking good for all the French supporters in the stadium because Young has delivered a masterclass.
Gentlemen, the decision of bout number
The hand
256
is
by
up.
unanimous decision
She knows she's got
is
this.
in
Young
the blue
in
corner. HSIAO-WEN.
It is 5-0. How good was she? A confirmation of how she got that done. Dancing away, slipping, sliding, ducking, dodging everything. Unfazed. Nothing could harm her. It was her day all the way.
Bout number 269 is a 60 kg LA women contest. Welcoming your boxers and boxing out of the red corner, from Brazil.
In the 60 kg weight category coming up, Yang Wenlu will lock horns with Volosenko Rimma. It's China versus Kazakhstan for a spot in the semi-finals. The judges Sonia Kanwar, Mohammad Kamal, Luka Vadilonga, Seru Vipi, Stanislav Nekwatal.
Judge number 1 from Peru, judge number 2 from Tunisia, judge number 3 from France, judge number 4 from Russia. Contest. Welcoming your boxers and boxing out of the red corner is Yang Wenlu from China.
Zhong Wenlu making her way to the ring in red, representing China.
And boxing out of the blue corner is VOLOSSENKO from Kazakhstan. Brazil red, Japan
Charging towards the ring, Volosenko Rimma, pumped up, energized, ready to rumble. Here they go. China versus Kazakhstan. Yang Wenlu, Volosenko Rimma. Experience in both corners. Straight jab, the left. Looking good from Yang Wenlu. Height advantage. Circling around each other. The lateral movements. Quick, swift, agile. Keep your head up, says the referee to the Chinese fighter. Big left hand from Rimma. Looking to fire on all cylinders, Rimma. More of an aggressive approach visible from her end. One, two. Quick from the Chinese. Blistering combo. 1-2 from Rimma. Left hand looking lethal. Looking to pierce in, both of them seeking that opening. To come in straight with that jab. One, two. Rimma very, very good with that left hand of hers. It's gold. She relies heavily on that straight left jab of hers. Rimma Volossenko from Kazakhstan. Both of them with their orthodox stance, fighting, inviting her with that open guard. Rimma, the gloves are down for a moment there. Short hooks to the body, body shots there towards the end. Who do the judges vote for? Deep, long breaths from the Chinese. Restoring all that oxygen. Yang Wenlu has her nose in front at this point. The 32-year-old from China. Using her long range, slipping, sliding out of it there. The easy back steps, blow to the solar plexus there of Rimma. And that's led to this perfect 10 in her favor. Charging in, both of them. Intense. Short hooks to the back of the head. Referee doesn't like it. Very clear. Rimma, you cannot hit to the back of the head, says the referee. To the ropes, taking her. Pushing the Chinese right behind. Rimma intimidating with that left hand, feinting with that left hand. Open guard, inviting, luring Wenlu to come at her. Rimma more creative with her moves right from the start, experimenting. Yang Wenlu sticking to a plan, following a limited move plan. Not too much being offered, not revealing all her weapons. Rimma on the other side has thrown everything at the Chinese. Parrying that so well, the Chinese. Blocking, parrying effortlessly and stinging with that left hand. Exchanging some short hooks. Fierce, furious. Straight jab and Rimma counters it. Oh, this is good. Taking that onslaught on, head on. Rimma, can she create an uppercut? Can she destroy this onslaught with an uppercut? Maybe it's in the making. WENLU and Rimma have less than a minute in this round. One round to follow after this. Each round 3 minutes. 3 rounds in total. It's been a brilliant day for the Indian fans. 3 Indian female boxers booking a spot in the semi-finals today. 2 of them bowed out. 1 of them coming up in the next bout. Stay tuned for that. Jasmine takes on Valdez, PANA. PAOLA, India versus Colombia coming up. Jasmine Lamboria, the bronze medalist at the Commonwealth Games, will be in action moments from now. Right now, it's the Chinese domination that seems to continue. Deep long breaths, methodical breathing, keeping that oxygen in check. And she's racing away. 420 is 119, the judges voting in her favor clearly. Rimma kept charging at her, running out of steam, while the Chinese, she knows how to play with the limited weapons that she wants to throw at Rimma. She knows what she's here for. She's using her resources very intelligently. And Rimma now, bombardment, shelling gunfire right away. Close to the midsection now from WENLU, breaking the core of Rimma. Swinging wide hooks. The approach from the Chinese fighters through this day has been very terrifying for every opponent. They fight in, keep that guard open, lure you into lashing out. WENLU not really keen on keeping that closed guard from round 1. It's the 60 kg weight category for a spot in the semi-finals. Trying to take charge, Rimma. Trying to pierce it. She's running out of steam. Her guard has opened up. Clinging. Getting that breath back. WENLU or Rimma. Who's going to run away with this? The final 53 seconds here. Big left hook from Rimma. Running out of steam, running out of oxygen. Do the legs have it? Can she? Can she keep this onslaught? The bombardment with which she started this round, can she bring that into the final 35 seconds of this contest? She is fighting tooth and nail here. WENLU has also depleted her resources. She's looking exhausted, barely able to stand on her feet here. Yang WENLU, the stamina being tested, the referee requesting her to keep her head up. And this onslaught from RIMMA, the gunfire, shelling, bombardment has returned. Is there a twist in this tale towards the end? Are we going to watch a comeback from the Kazakh? RIMMA in blue with an open guard.
The winner of
Slipping, sliding out of it at the very last second. WENLU possibly has convinced the judges a little more.
Final round.
The decision of bout number 257 by a unanimous decision. The winner is in the red corner, Yang WENLU from China.
The celebrations begin. The Chinese supporters go berserk in the stadium here. They're loving it. Yang WENLU, victory, triumph on one side, despair, agony on the other. It's time for Jasmine Lamboria to set the stage on fire. To give her a tough contest, it's Valdez Paola from Colombia in blue. Alejandro Barrientos, Cuban referee, ready to kickstart this. Jasmine, 21-year-old from Haryana, India, the bronze medalist at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2022. In comes Jasmine, in comes Paola. Southpaw up against a southpaw. Mirroring each other's moves at this point. The Colombia chants louder. They're enjoying this. The Colombian, the shorter of the two, looking to launch upwards against gravity to convert those jabs on Jasmine's head. A hook from the Colombian. Jasmine taking her time. Tall, lean, athletic, agile. Needs to come up with her own set of hooks and jabs. She's waiting it out at this moment. Blocking, parrying, everything the Colombian is throwing at her. Maybe the strategy is to let the Colombian onslaught continue till Jasmine releases weapons from her arsenal. Big right hand, right feinting with that right, Jasmine. Valdez, big left, big right goes missing from Valdez. The India chants, the Colombia chants getting louder and louder in the Indira Gandhi Stadium. That right hand being applauded. Valdez looking good here. Jasmine has a task cut out. She needs to pierce in. She needs to find that opening. Dig in. Claw out of this. What can Jasmine do? The 1-2s are missing. The combos, finally a sigh of relief for every Indian fan. But the Colombian back at it. Valdez in no mood to entertain her. Southpaws up against each other. Feinting with that right, looking to come in with that cross. Jasmine comes in hard with that left hand. Misses. Not as precise as she would like. Southpaws mirroring each other. Replicas of each other at this point. Just the height, a major differentiator. What a contest. The final 3 seconds of this round. Which way is this going to swing? Jasmine Lamboria. Nerves. High pressure situation. Does she have the nerves? 21 years of age. Haryana, Bhiwani. The 2022 Commonwealth Games bronze medalist up against a very lethal Valdez Paola from Colombia, who's taken the lead. Paola has her nose in front at this point. Three Indians have booked a spot in the semi-finals. 2 bowed out. This is the 6th Indian fighting it out from Ring A. Will she walk into the semi-finals today? Mirroring. Waiting. Buying time. Seeking an opening. Finally, 1-2's coming in. Combination of some blistering jabs. Both of them mirroring each other's moves. Waiting, playing the waiting game, buying time. Jasmine cannot afford the luxury of too much time at this stage. She needs to charge in and unleash some bombs. Can she? Will she? Waiting, the right hand feinting with that, looking to parry with her left. Valdez isn't stopping. Valdez is relentless. Like a machine in front of Jasmine at this point, the Colombian, and the Colombian fans loving it in the stadium. Jasmine, a little stiff, a little too tight, the 21-year-old. Needs to move around, needs to get that rhythm going, sway around. A little more creativity with her movements. She's stuck to one spot. Maybe circle around. Maybe look for that slip and slide and charge in. She's not able to at this moment. A little too tight on her feet. The footwork not too impressive from Jasmine at this point. Can she change this? Does she have what it takes to claw out of this? 37 seconds for her in this round. The onslaught continues from the Colombian. Valdez is ferocious, lethal with that right hand of hers. Mirroring each other continues. Jasmine not having that sting. The feet are not moving. This is not looking good for the Indian. The hands are missing the sting. The arms losing energy. The legs aren't moving. What can Jasmine do? The precision, not at the moment. And as a result of the lack of fluidity in her footwork, Valdez Paola has raced ahead at the moment. Jasmine struggling. Can the coaches instill some serious inspiration into her to fight back out of this in the final round? Can she believe in her abilities and strengths? Fight with warrior mentality. Can she claw out of this? The Indian in the lightweight category. Can and will she book a spot in the semi-finals? Will she be the third Indian in Ring A? I stand corrected, the fourth. Three have already booked a spot in the semi-finals right here from Ring A. Two bowed out. Jasmine would want to be the fourth. Use your long range, use that height advantage. We saw what the Chinese fighter did with all the height advantage. Maybe Jasmine can take a tip or two from that, unleash from that long range of hers. Create an opportunity for yourself is what the coaches are wanting to tell Jasmine. Create your openings, pierce in. Valdez is clearly in control, cruise control. The ship is steady. The Valdez machinery is solid. Time running out for Jasmine Lamboria. The woman from Haryana needs to believe in herself. She needs a little more than jabs in thin air. She needs some uppercuts, some hooks. Can she do this? In the final 56 seconds we go. Valdez like a machine. The composure of the Colombian, remarkable. Not giving any opening whatsoever to Jasmine Lamboria. Jasmine needs to go after the solar plexus, go to the midsection, go to the core. Slipping and sliding out of it. Fighting by the skin of her teeth. Colombian intimidating, luring Jasmine to come at her. One, two. Some combos, not enough, not enough. This is looking difficult for Jasmine Lamboria and India.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the bout number 207 by unanimous decision is boxing out of the red corner, Oyoti from Korea.
The winner of bout number 258 by a unanimous point decision is in the blue corner, Paola Valdez from Colombia.
Valdez Paola has won this in some style. Dances, everyone moving to the rhythm of the music in this stadium. They're enjoying this. The Colombian entourage is delighted. squaring off against each other. Uzbekistan and Algeria. Navbakor versus Imane. Both of them with their orthodox stance. This is intense. Charging in, losing her balance. Rhythm on one side, imbalance on the other. Navbakor versus Imane. Navbakor in red, Imane in blue. Swings with that left hook of hers, the Algerian. Khelif with the right jab. Abundance of hooks from both sides. Swinging. Missing a lot, both of them at this point. That pinpoint accuracy needs to come in. One minute, 14 seconds remain in the first round of this 66 kg welterweight category. Dancing away, Khelif. Taunting, luring, wanting to invite Kamidova to come at her, calling the Uzbek on. Elegance in the movements of Khelif, the Algerian. That's going to hurt. More of those. They're going for it now. The final 20 seconds of this round and some punishing blows there. 13 seconds. Slips, slides out of it. Khelif Imane, the Algerian, will be happy with that. Possibly in her favor. Let's see what the judges feel about the first round.
Round 2.
Certainly in favor of the Algerian. Khelif Imane, very good with her footwork. Effortless movement. Slip, slides, dodge, ducks. Easy as ever. And stung hard. Stinging like a jellyfish.
Seconds out. Round 2.
For a spot in the semi-finals, we begin the second round of this welterweight category. Kamidova versus Khelif. The 259th bout of the Women's World Boxing Championships 2023. Uzbekistan locking horns with Algeria. Kamidova pinning her to the corner now. Can she continue this barrage? The onslaught continues from both sides. 1 minute 49 seconds remain in the second round. This is Khelif's strategy. She wants to go to that corner. She wants to call Khamidowa to come at her. This is her way of inviting her to lash out, luring her into playing as per her plans. Khelif is witty, intelligent, crafty. Very impressive. Playing into all the corners of this ring. This is artist-like. She's painting this ring with her own canvas. How good is this? From Khelif Imane. She's controlling everything as per her liking. Not as precise as she would like. The Uzbek Khamidowa running out of options. Left, right, blistering combinations. Unstoppable, this barrage from both of them. None of them willing to stop. Uzbekistan chance continue, but it's the Algerian who has the lead. Khelif Imane. Perfect 10s, perfect 20s, continuing her onslaught. And she covered every corner. She literally went to every corner, forcing Khamidowa to come towards her, tiring those lungs and legs out. The final round. Khamidowa's hopes, Uzbekistan's dream. Can she keep these Uzbek fans happy? They're screaming her name out in the Indira Gandhi Stadium right here in New Delhi, India. Khelif Imane looking to spoil that party. Khelif playing, controlling everything that Khamidowa is doing. Playing with her own set of rules. Completely in control, the Algerian. Gets that oxygen in. Much needed break in her favor. Will she come out harder than she did in the previous two rounds now? Khelif Imane in blue with an open guard, so fearless. She's enjoying this. She's not afraid whatsoever. The Uzbek. Khamidova. Khamidova and Khelif into the final minute of this contest. Khelif clearly marching closer to that finish line. It's getting difficult. With every second that passes, a miracle now needed for everything that Khamidova throws at Khelif. It has to be backed by some serious bite, sting. She needs miracles out there. "12 seconds remain. Time running out for the Uzbek. The Algerian will be happy. She can afford the luxury of not stinging and biting at this point. And her hands go up, kisses her opponent. The mutual respect, the love visible. So good to see the gamesmanship from both of them.
Of bout number 259 by unanimous decision is in the blue corner, Khalif Iman
It was
from
one-way
Algeria.
traffic. Khalif Imane came in all guns blazing. She didn't stop whatsoever. Full throttle all the way. High octane, firing on all cylinders. 30s to her name. 5-0. Clinical, clean, methodical.
Sorry, I had to receive someone. अरे no problem. रोड माई बाइक और मेरा वो शूज वहाँ पर।
Janjaem marching towards that finish line. Thailand on its way. But a count. And that's got the Brazilian fans going. Sonia Kanwar, the Indian referee, very strict, very clear. Up to 8 counts they go, and here we're back in this. The Brazilian fans animated. Suarez Beatriz versus Janjaem. The Thailand entourage here. Loud. Shouting out Janjaem's name. The Brazilian fans screaming their lungs out for Suarez Beatriz. Second round has about a minute to go in the welterweight category. With the hooks from Beatriz, the jab goes missing. The left from Janjaem, clinging on to each other now, getting their breath back. Beatriz pushes her away. In she comes with some successive combos. Big hook to the head. Ah, big jab. This is looking good from Beatriz. Suarez Beatriz. Suarez Beatriz is firing on all cylinders in this round. Big one that from the southpaw. Janjaem with her southpaw stance there. And now with her orthodox stance, the switch hitting ability of Janjaem. And Beatriz, she's intense and fierce. A stare down towards the end. Sonia Kanwar, the referee, looking at Beatriz as she possibly came up with a blow after the count, after the round had ended. Lucky to escape a warning. And Thailand still ahead. Somehow ahead, Janjaem, in spite of everything. All the bombardment Beatriz kept throwing at her. Look at this. Quick jabs exchanged. Lightning speed, that hook from Janjaem. The reflexes just out of this world.
पता नहीं किसने पता है मैं ना थोड़ा पैसे वैसे के चक्कर में ना फंसा हुआ हूँ मैं
66 kg welterweight category bout for a spot in the semi-finals. Beatriz from Brazil, Janjaem from Thailand. Big left hooks. Right hook attempted by Janjaem goes missing. Sonia Kanwar intervenes. The 260th bout of the Women's World Boxing Championships. Less than 2 minutes into this contest. Beatriz not happy with Janjaem. She's pushing her away from time to time. Janjaem keeping her nose in front, somehow surviving. Now these blows to the midsection. Look at this, the left hand to the solar plexus of Janjaem. It's got to hurt. Excruciating pain not visible on Janjaem's face. It's got to hurt. fighting tooth and nail, both these pugilists.
ऐसे है वो कह रहे कमेंट्री नहीं आ रही करना ज्यादा है
40 seconds remain in this contest. Suarez Beatriz, Janjaem, Thailand versus Brazil. In they come. The hook goes missing, clinging on to each other. 21 seconds. Brutal. This from Janjaem. She's going for it now. Going for broke. The final 12 seconds. Janjaem, Beatriz, Brazil, Thailand. The hooks to the midsection. Clinging onto each other, trying to come out of it. Beatriz with the uppercuts. Has that been enough? Her hands up in the air. Janjaem with her own set of celebrations. Who has impressed the judges more? Janjaem somehow kept her head in front through the first 2 rounds. Has Beatriz, has that uppercut towards the end, and the brutality of those jabs been enough for her to book a spot in the semi-finals of the championships? The observers and evaluators are reviewing this now. From the judges to the observers. It's going down to the wire. It's gone down to the last evaluation possible.
Number 273 is a 75 kg light woman contest. Welcoming your boxers and boxing out of the red corner, Guneri Elif from Turkey.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of bout number 260 by split decision is in the red corner is Janjaem from
Janjaem
Thailand.
and Thailand are in the semi-finals. The Thai fans have gone berserk here. What a win. What a close contest. 4-3 by the barest of margins. Janjaem and Thailand book a spot in the welterweight category semi-finals. What a day this is turning out to be for everyone in Thailand. And this is how she got the job done. The B3's bombardment kept coming at her. Somehow Janjaem held her ground, believed in her abilities, kept that intensity up till the very end. It's the signature bout. Everyone has their eyes on this one. Making a way towards the ring in red, Command Ready Adosinda from Mozambique. And look at who's walking into the ring now. And listen to that cheer. Listen to the noise. It's the gold medalist at the Asian Championship 2022. The bronze medalist at the Tokyo Olympics 2022. Lavlina Borgohen is in the house. Three Indians made it to the semi-finals today from Ring A. Three bowed out. Can Lavlina become the fourth to make it through? In the blue corner, Lavlina being called in. Adosinda being called in. Mozambique versus India. Everyone's eyes on this. Ji-Yoon Kim, the Korean referee, ready to kickstart this mega bout. Lavlina with the height advantage over Adosinda. The 75 kg middleweight category bout here. The Tokyo Olympics bronze medalist in blue. Looking to sting with that right hand of hers. Straight jab, the left being used to feint, to intimidate Ready Adosinda, who's unfazed at this point. The left again, feinting with it, Lavlina. Inviting and calling on the Mozambique fighter to come towards her. Parrying, blocking everything. At this moment, the Indian. Less than 2 minutes in the first round, the referee intervening. Back they come. With her orthodox stance, Lavlina Borgohen. The sensation from Assam. What a story this is for the woman from Guwahati, Assam. Bronze medals at Tokyo, Russia. Gold medal at Dubai. Will she grab that gold medal? Few days from today, will she book a spot today in the semi-finals? A tough test. A mighty campaigner in Ready Adosinda up against her. Right hook goes missing from Ready. Left, and she loses her balance. The imbalance leads to some cheers here. In they come. A southpaw up against an orthodox stance. Ready Adosinda with that southpaw stance of hers. Pinning her towards that corner, looking to come in hard with that long overhand hook of hers. The left hand from Adosinda, not precise, not accurate, not enough. Lavlina slipping, sliding out of it effortlessly. Look at that right hook from Adosinda, covering every corner of the ring at this moment. They're covering every single centimeter possible. The ring a little too small for these two fighters. Adosinda controlling the moves, driven by what Lavlina wants her to do. Lavlina waiting with an open guard, taking it with her own time and control. The Mozambique flags, the Indian flags, the atmosphere palpable, the energy electrifying here. And Borgohin Lavlina with a perfect 10 to her name. What a start this is for India. Let's take a look at how she went about her business. Slipping, sliding out of that, stinging with that left, solid left hook, another right jab, left, right, the hook from Radhi goes missing there. What a start this is. Is she going to be the fourth Indian from this ring to make it to the semi-finals today? Second round commencing. Watching closely, taking her time, seeking that opening, Lavlina Borgohin. In the second session of the day, we saw Nikhat Zareen book a spot in the semi-finals. Jasmine Lamboria, not the best of times in the ring today for her. She bowed out in the 60 kg bout. And this is the third Indian in the second session. Lavlina Borgohin in the 75 kg weight category up against Radhi Adosinda from Mozambique. Buying time. A southpaw up against an orthodox. Keep your head up, says the referee. In they come. Swing left to right, right to left. Moving in rhythm, both of them. Slipping out of that, Radhi. Pushed away by Lavlina. Staring into each other's eyes. Mirroring each other's moves and some straight jabs. Exchange there. Circling. And it's a brawl. Power hitting. Referee intervening. Use your fists. Only your fists is what the Korean referee says. Moving laterally, Lavlina. Seeking an opening. Waiting it out, both of them. The final 28 seconds of this round. Lavlina feinting with the right to the corner. Radhi has taken her to the corner. Looking to come in hard. Back to the center. Feinting with their lead hands, both of them. Looking to come in with that cross. Clinging, gripping each other tight. And back they come. That should be it for the second round. 420s, 119. Just what Lavlina Borgohain would want. Maybe that 1 point that eluded her, she'll want to grab that in the final round. Easy on her feet, looking very crisp and sharp in her jabs. Southpaw up against an orthodox. Lavlina with the orthodox stance, cautioned by the referee. Clinging on to each other, Lavlina flat on the ring, losing her balance. One minute, 52 seconds for a spot in the semi-finals. Lavlina missing those hooks. Radhi looking to capitalize. Slips and slides out of it so easily, Lavlina Borgohain. Not at all affected, unfazed all the way by what the Mozambique fighter throws at her. Desperate moves from Radhi Adosinda. She's missing that sting. She's swinging wildly. The hands are wide and wild in those hooks. Lavlina allowing her to utilize all her resources. Uppercut feint, scaring her with an uppercut attempt there, Lavlina Borgohain. The Mozambique fighter, laser-like focus visible in our eyes, but the sting and the arms, can she sting with them? She's losing all her steam here. Running out of gas, running out of stamina. The final 15 seconds, and it's not looking good for Mozambique. Lavlina Borgohain is moments away from confirming a semi-final spot. The gold medalist in Dubai at the Asian Championships in blue. Back to the center. She's the bronze medalist from Tokyo at the Olympics. India's pride. And she is through. A sigh of relief. Bowing down to the coaches of her opponent. 530s, just a 129 there actually. Near perfect score, 5-0. And the Indians loving it. They are loving every bit of this. Thanking all her supporters. This is what they live for. This is what this Assamese fighter worked towards every day of her life. She's 2 wins away from the gold medal, from being crowned the world champion. Lavlina Borgohain, India's superstar. And from India and Mozambique, we move to France and China as Myra and Qian lock horns. In comes the Chinese campaigner, Li Qian in blue. Davina Myra in the ring, getting all her armor in place. The hydration. Li Qian with her coaches, with her support staff. Fierce and focused, both of them. What an eventful day. We've seen everything. Everything. We've seen referees stopping the contest. We've seen Indians bow out. We've seen the Chinese onslaught. We've seen shorter pugilists winning. We've seen taller pugilists walking in the park, winning in some signature styled performances. What will we see in this one? 4 Indians from Ring A are through to the semi-finals. 3 of them bowed out. Now it's time for France and China. Here comes Myra with a big right hand. In red, Myra. Li Qian in blue. The left hook from Li Qian. The left from the French woman, looking good with the left hand. Lethal. Being cautioned by the referee to use her fists, Li Qian. Left, right, the 1-2s looking good from both of them. Mirroring each other's moves at this stage. Both of them with their orthodox stance. Looking to pierce in, find that opening. Li Qian circling around the French woman. One step away from the semi-finals, both these women. 75 kg weight category bout here. Stinging there, Li Qian finding that gap, looking to come back at her. Myra. Li Qian, a world champion, the Olympic medalist, filled with all the big stage experience. Can Davina Myra stop her? Can she stop the world champion? Can she stop the Olympic medalist? Li Qian, laser-like focus. The French woman, taller of the two. And this time Li Qian piercing in so well. Sharp jabs to the face of Mikael Myra. Now to the midsection with those short hooks. Clinging on to each other to avoid the brutality and the punishment. "13 seconds remain in the first round. A big wide hook from Li Qian. The world champion is in no mood to entertain Myra. Intimidating her towards the end. Let's see who's got their nose in front. Li Qian with 4-10s, 1-9. A wonderful start this for the world champion. This is how she went about her business. Left, right, the hooks. Took the blows, but the counter-attacking abilities, amazing. Absolutely remarkable. Li Qian, the silver medalist at the Tokyo Olympics, the bronze medalist at the Rio Olympics, China's superstar. In blue, has the lead at the end of the first round. Can the French woman surprise us all? Can she stop this Chinese onslaught? Clinging on to each other, getting their breath back. The referee speaking to Mikael Myra. Keep that safe distance, back they come. Jabs and hooks from Li Qian. The long reach of Mikael Myra. Can she utilize it to her advantage? Can she fire in some bombs here? Clinging on to each other isn't really going to help Mikael Myra for sure. Li Qian will be happy. She has the lead. The referee insisting they fight. They focus on the fists. Mirroring each other at this point, and the blows to the midsection, the hooks to the midsection of the French woman. from Li Qian. The star in Tokyo, the star in Rio, in blue, shining in New Delhi today. Can she keep this going? She's 2 wins away from being crowned world champion once again.
Seconds out. Round 3.
29 seconds remain here in the second round. Both of them drenched, losing all their steam. Can they keep this going? Who's got more heart here? Who's got that oxygen in the lungs? The legs are tired, the energy depleting. 6 seconds remain. Waiting for that bell to ring, both of them. Ah, that jab hurt Li Qian. Unfazed though. Nothing really seems to harm her. What a day this is turning out to be for the Chinese fighters. And who better than Li Qian to come at the end of this eventful day for China. And she's getting better with each round. Li Qian is dominating this. Multiple Olympic medals, world champion, showing us why she is the champion. One of the top contenders, one of the strongest fighters in the women's championships. And she's in cruise control here.
Round 3.
In they come for the final 3 minutes. Feinting with that left hand of hers, Mikael Myra. Blows to the midsection of Li Qian. Jabs and hooks to the midsection. That'll help Mikael Myra's cause. She needs more of those. The hooks go missing from both sides. Circling around, mirroring each other's moves. Referee intervening, bringing them back to the center. Keep your head up, he says to Mikael Myra, the French woman in red. Back they come. The final 1 minute 54 seconds remain. Lethal, the left hand of Mikael Myra. Can she land those jabs perfectly? Swaying around, moving in rhythm, both of them, waiting for an opportunity. The hook goes missing from Li Qian. Missing with that lead hand, both of them. Looking to sting, that one converts for Mikael Myra. Li Qian, the hands, the arms, looking a little tired. She's got the lead through the first 2 rounds. She needs to hold her ground here. Cannot afford to get complacent. Mikael Myra has the weapons. Slipping, sliding out of that. The French. The lateral movement, the sidestepping ability of Li Qian. Look at the footwork. Circling around the French woman. Clinging on to her. A strategy to get her breath back. The referee intervenes. Breaking all barriers, pushing the extreme limits, both these boxers. 6 seconds remain. Mikhail Myra. It's not the best of days in the office for her. Came up against a multiple Olympic medalist, a world champion, Li Qian, who showed us what champion mentality is all about.
Winner of bout number 262 by unanimous decision is in the blue corner, Li Qian from China.
The Chinese dominance in this quarterfinal day, unstoppable, continues all the way. It's Li Qian in the semi-finals, 2 wins away from a gold medal. 5-0, convincing victory. Slipping, sliding, ducking, dodging with ease. Celebrating. Smile, composure, calmness personified. You're watching the IBA Women's World Boxing Championships 2023 live and exclusive from New Delhi, India. The atmosphere in the KD Jadhav Indoor Hall, the Indira Gandhi Stadium, is electrifying. The fans loving every bit of it. 4 Indians booked a spot today in the semi-finals. From ring A, 3 of them bowed out. 1 more will be in action shortly from now. It's going to be Nupur in the 81 kg weight category. Stay tuned for that. It follows after this bout.
Bout number 263 is 81 plus kg elite women contest. Welcoming your boxers and boxing out of the red corner, Zaiva Aynur from Azerbaijan.
Your officials for this bout, Judge Juan,
Making her way to the ring in the red corner, Razieva Aynur from Azerbaijan in red. Focused, keeping her eye on the ring. She means business. She wants to book a spot in the semi-finals. Stopping her and bombardment all the way, backed with. Staring into her eyes, the lady in blue, Celine Aynur, looking towards the ring. They're ready to rumble.
Azerbaijan red, New Zealand blue. Round.
The Kiwi fans cheering Celine on. Can she make a comeback in this second round? Close to the corners, close to the center now. Very, very good this from Celine, but not enough, not enough. Somehow clinging on to her, Ainur. She charged onto Ainur there, Celine, like a bullet train. A raging bull, more of that needed if she wants to come back into this. The raging bull mentality is what Celine needs till the very last second. The rights, not enough sting in those rights from Celine in blue. Feinting with that right, looking to come in hard with that left cross. Yes! That jab brings a loud cheer from all the New Zealand fans in the Indira Gandhi Stadium. They want this to go down to the wire. The first round belonged to Ainur from Azerbaijan in red. Celine looking to make a comeback. Celine and Ainur locking horns, losing balance. The mouthpiece is out. A count has come in. And Celine requesting, I'm here, I'm ready. Do not give me an RSC. I don't want a referee stops contest. The mouthpiece went down. The armor getting fixed. The breath, the oxygen, long, deep inhalations and exhalations from both these boxers. At the moment, it's one-sided. It's Azerbaijan and Ainur with their shoulders in front. Celine threw everything she could. She kept coming. Somehow it wasn't enough for her scores to show. Back they come for the final 3 minutes in this. Retaliation from both sides. Quick exchanges, swift movements. Both of them have the potential to bring in a knockdown, resulting in a knockout. Massive, heavy blows in their arsenal. Are they saving it for the last minute? Are they saving it for the final few seconds? Running out of steam, both of them. Is there an uppercut in the making from either side? Straight jab, hooks back to back. Referee intervenes. Getting difficult for Celine and New Zealand. Fighting tooth and nail here. This is good from Ainur. She's getting those hooks, the lefts and the rights, clean and sharp. And on the other side, Celine is unleashing them, but the accuracy and precision missing completely. That's not going to help her scores. She needs pinpoint accuracy. Ainur marching close to that finish line. Moments away from booking a spot in the semi-final if this continues. Closed guard of Ainur. Celine a little more open, looking to come in. The short hooks looking good from Celine. Continues towards the midsection. A hook to the face. 28 seconds remain here. In comes Celine. Losing her balance. Ainur. Rhythm. Imbalance. Two stories, both visible here. The gunfire and shelling at the very end here from both sides. Short hooks mirroring each other with those hooks. Who's done enough? Through the first 2 rounds, it was Ainur. Has Celine surprised us all? And most importantly, impressed those 5 judges near the ring.
Is boxing out of the red corner, Mardi Khadiza, Morocco.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The announcement you heard is for the parallel ring.
bout number
Now,
263
for the ring on
by
your screen.
unanimous decision is in the red corner, Zaiba from
The
Azerbaijan.
tears rolling out. The emotion says it all. This is what it means to Razieva Ainur from Azerbaijan. And talk of perfection. Just the 1 point that wasn't visible. 129 and 430s. She is filled up with tears of joy. That's what it means to her. And that's how she got it done. No matter what Celine threw at her, it was Ainur and her swinging jabs, overhand hooks. Everything that had to go Ainur's way went her way. And she wins that and books a semi-final spot for herself. And look who's now about to enter the ring. It's time for Nupur, the gold medalist at the Senior National Championships, Bhopal, the silver medalist in Hisar at the National Championships, India's star in the 81 kg heavyweight bout of the day, up against Kazakhstan's Lazat. This promises fireworks all the way. Nupur marching towards that ring. Focused, intensity, the eye of the tigress. And it's Kazakhstan's Lazat in blue, who will not entertain any of the drumming and noises. She will create her own sounds in that ring. She will want to win this and book her semi-final spot. Nupur mentioned earlier today, she doesn't like the drumming too much. It gets her a little nervous. A little bit of trivia for all of you. Nupur not somebody who likes too much of the noise. It gets to her. Can Nupur continue the Indian dominance today? 4 women from Ring A are in the semi-finals. 4 Indian fighters. 3 bowed out today. Can Nupur become the 5th in the final bout of this eventful, highly dramatic day. Both women ready in there with their armor, in their peak levels of focus. The mouthpiece of Nupur being fixed there. The Vande Mataram chants by the Indian fans reverberating across the Indira Gandhi Stadium here. Nupur on your screen. Ready in her armor. Laksat ready with 35 years of experience in terms of life and one of the veterans on the circuit, on the tour.
India red, Kazakhstan blue. Round 1.
Nupur taking her time, swaying gracefully. A lazy jab there from Laksat. The Kazakh looking to stop the Indian dominance. The headgear all over the place. Nupur's armor needs to be fixed. Taking their time, both these pugilists. Taking her time. The gold medalist at the Senior National Championships, Bhopal. The silver medalist at the Senior National Championships, Hisar, 2022 and 2021 respectively. Nupur in red for this heavyweight bout. It's the big one. It's the final one of the day. And this is good from Laksat. She's taking Nupur on, unafraid, unfazed, unaffected by what the crowd screams and shouts, by what Nupur throws at her. The confidence in Laksat's jabs and hooks evident. Nupur on her knees there. Something not looking right. Nupur looking a little tight here. The nerves, it's big. The pressure is huge. It's for a semi-final spot. Again, Nupur on her feet down. This is not how she would want to go about this. The referee insists, keep your head up. The sting in Nupur's arms, the bite in those jabs, somehow missing at the start here. Can she loosen up and release all the tension? She's back on her knees once again. Is this Nupur's mental games? Is she playing to a plan? Is she waiting to strike? We will know. She's flat on the ring once again. This is very strange. We haven't seen something like this all day. Maybe some niggles, maybe some injury concerns for Nupur. The tightness is visible, and Laksat making the best of it. She's swinging and swinging hard. The hooks from Laksat not stopping, blocking everything Nupur's throwing at her, parrying it, redirecting it. Now goes with a jab to the midsection of Nupur. Clinging on to her, Nupur. Now Nupur with her right hook to the midsection of Laksat. The referee intervening. 21 seconds remain in the first round here. Not much here from Nupur's side. Can she turn this around towards the end? Laksat continues. her artillery, her gunfire, her shelling. What a round. What an eventful round that was. At least 4 times Nupur went flat on the ring. Either on her knees, on one knee, or on both of them. What do the judges feel about these boxers? It's in favor of the Kazakh. Nupur trailing. Lazat has 4 10s to her name. This is not looking good for the Indian in the 81 kg weight category. 4 Indians have made it to the semi-finals from ring A today. 3 bowed out. Nupur, she doesn't like the drums. She doesn't like the noise. Can she channelize all the energies into some brutal jabs, hooks, and maybe build up to an uppercut, create an earthquake, create some momentum? The first round definitely not in her favor. Nupur has that long reach, has the long arms, the long legs. Can she use that wingspan? Can she use those lateral movements to her advantage? Can she circle around Lazat, lure her into falling prey to her plans? Nupur is looking a little off, the rhythm missing, something not right. Can she dig in, claw out of this? Like a bull charges onto Lazat there in the corner. Something not seeming right in Nupur's style here. Something missing from the orthodox fighter. A wrestling move in the making there. Lazat and Kazakhstan are taking this away from the Indian. Her headgear is out. Her movements look very tired and slow. Not what we want to see. Something's bothering Nupur. Something seems to be troubling her. She needs to believe in her abilities. She is in the quarterfinals for a reason. She has worked her way towards this fight, and she has to believe in her weapons. She has to unleash some hydrogen bombs. One blow, one good blow, one clean jab, and she can be back in this. Let's see what she does here. The crowd trying to cheer her on, and she's down on her knees again. Possibly the 5th time we've seen that. Clinging on to each other, holding on to each other. Nupur doesn't want that. Lazat can afford that luxury. Nupur cannot. Nupur, can you fight this out? Will you fight this out? She needs to believe in what got her here. Striking there. More of that is what India needs. The fans trying to cheer her on to bring her back into this. Lazat on the other side, comfortable, composed, cool and calm as ever. Very easy with her movements. In comes Nupur with some stinging jabs. More of that. The crowd wants more of that. India wants more of that from Nupur. She's the national gold medalist, Nupur. That's the 6th time she's gone down on her knees. This is not looking impressive from the Indian side. One short hook towards the end from Nupur's end. Is that enough? Maybe a little too much, too late. Lazat and Kazakhstan are making life difficult for the Indian. But she's got the edge, and that's what's got the crowd going. She's got the edge in the second round. She's got a 20 to her name, and the drummers going wild. Dancing away to the drummers beat. Everyone in the Indira Gandhi Stadium, they're loving this comeback possibility. Can Nupur do the unthinkable here? Can she bounce back? She's struggling with something. Maybe playing to a plan, to a strategy. She's down for the 7th time. Flat on the ring. How often do you see that? We've not seen something like that until this point in the championships. She's got to do the unthinkable, do the impossible. She's in need of a miracle here. Nupur has to believe in every cell of her body. She needs to believe in her abilities. Sting with those jabs. Yes, more of that. Nupur has to fight it out here. Animated scenes all around the Indian coaches with their hands on their heads. Nupur's headgear seems to be all over the place. She fights on with the closed guard. One each here. The first round went to Lazat. The second went to Nupur. It's a thriller all the way into the final. 1 minute 45 seconds here. About 8 times Nupur has gone down on her knees, losing balance consistently. Still fighting tooth and nail, fighting by the skin of her teeth, trying to keep the dream alive, the dream of 1.3 billion Indians alive. What can Nupur produce here? Does she have the resources? Does she have the goods? Does she have the steam? It's getting tougher. Time running out. We're inching closer towards the final minute here. In the heavyweight category of the day, the final one for the day. Can Nupur do what will shock everyone here? Can she do the impossible? She's fighting with those hooks and jabs. Her balance has troubled her. Imbalance personified for her throughout this contest. Her face filled with a confusion, dazzled, taken aback, looking clueless, still somehow surviving the final 15 seconds. Hooks, short hooks, wide hooks, clinging, clinching. Short hooks from Nupur, somehow standing. Lazat and Nupur have survived punishments from either sides. Both of them running out of steam. What a bout. What a strange bout for so many reasons. 8 or 9 times we saw Nupur flat on the ring. We've not seen something like that throughout these championships. She got back up, stood tall, persisted. She looks dazzled. She looks taken aback. And it's gone to the evaluators. A 3-2 going down to the final review. The final bout has gone down to the final observer and evaluator. Who is it going to be? The national champion in red, the sensational Kazakh in blue, in the 81 plus kg
Ladies and
heavyweight
gentlemen,
category.
the winner of bout number 264 by split decision is in the blue corner.
It's not
from
India's day
Kazakhstan.
in the final bout. The fourth Indian bows out of the championships today. It's Lazak and Kazakhstan all the way. Nupur somehow seemed to not have her balance in check. The rhythm was missing. The energy was missing. On the other side, Lazat believed in her arsenal. All the weapons, all the jabs, all the hooks, all the uppercuts seemed to help her. She stood tall, didn't lose her balance for once. The intensity didn't drop from her end, and it's impressed all 5 judges and the observers and evaluators who vote in her favor. 4 Indians through to the semi-finals. 4 Indians bow out today. An even day for the Indians. Jubilation on one side, disappointment on the other. But it's been a day where the Chinese fighters, the Thai fighter, the Colombian, shine and shine in some style. We saw the Colombian PAOLA Valdez PANA booking a spot in the semi-final. It was wins for WENLU from China. Thailand's Janjaem winning in style. And of course, the 4 Indians all the way. Nikhat Zareen in the second session. Lavlina Borgohin in the second session. Jasmine and Nupur somehow couldn't book a spot in the semis. It's been an even day for every Indian fan. They've had reasons to celebrate. They've had some not so moments here, not so good moments. We've seen tears, we've seen joy, we've seen pain, we've seen agony, and we've